Hi guys. For today's lesson video for writing, we are starting our new informational piece. Before that, we wanted to talk a little bit more about what an informational piece is. So our goal for today is that you can explain what an informal piece is. So think about what types of informational writing can you find at a library? Well, you could probably find biographies, autobiographies. You can also find informational text about certain topics like the guides for how to cook, guides for how to build stuff. Some of those even have to do with video games, like how to achieve some level at a certain video game. All of those are informational and they let you know about information that is true. They inform you, and by that, you learn. So, what we are going to do today is we are going to look at the next slide on your presentation, and you can see um, what informational writing is. You write about a real thing or place, you give information to the reader, you draw pictures that may include diagrams or labels to teach. It also, if it's a biography or an autobiography, some of those pictures may be from the past of the life of someone, right? You might state the facts and don't forget the details. You can do helpful tips when starting. Um, Here are some helpful tips when we're starting the unit. We want to make sure that you title it all about. So it can be all about Rosa Parks. It can be all about how to cook with an Instapot, how to play Fortnite, right? Then you need to have a topping sentence where it says, let me tell you about, and you always need to end with a conclusion. Now you know all about, but again, some topic ideas can be all of these. Of course, you will be assigned a topic, but for today, we're just looking at what informational writing is. So I want you to take the time to play this video and watch how to write the how to of writing steps. So this video will tell you a little bit about how to write an informational, because informational is all about structure. You will have in your Google Classroom the following assignment. So you will go into Google Classroom and you will have the following slide that says informational text practice. This is your work for today. In that work, you will find that you will need to organize the paragraphs. You have different paragraphs here, and I want you to find the big idea. What are the facts about the topic? What are the explanations about the topic? And what is the conclusion? This diagram right here kind of gives you an idea of how you need to organize your text. So we need to have the big idea, the facts, the explanation, and the conclusion. You will go to this and you will be able to click and drag the text, the boxes, and put them in order. So if you were rewriting all of this, what would be the right order of it? So we want to make sure that we put it in the order shown here. Where's your big idea? Which one can we think that is the conclusion? Which of those strips of writing give you an explanation and which one do the fact? So your work is to organize the text into the big idea, the facts, the explanation, and conclusion. Your job is to recognize what each of the strips is and recognize the text so that it makes sense. So when you put it in order, you can read it and it will make sense. We want to make sure that you read all of these and you put them in order. It might take a little while, especially if you're doing it by yourself. It might take a little bit longer than if you're doing it with us, where you can do it in a small group. So make sure that once you finish putting it in order to what you think it will be from beginning to end, as if you were writing an essay, an informational essay, then you can turn in. That is our lesson for today. So make sure that you complete your work and that will prepare you to understand how an informational text is written and what the organization of it will need to be.